Hello, how are you today, guys? I hope your day always full of happiness. Today, I want to talk to you about leadership. What is leadership, anyway? Such a simple question, and yet it continues to vex popular consultants and lay people alike. Let's start with what leadership is not. Okay, leadership has nothing to do with seniority or one's position in the hierarchy of company. Too many talk about the company's leadership referring to the senior most executive in the organization. They are just that, senior executive. Leadership doesn't automatically happen when you reach a certain pay grade. Hopefully, you find it there, but there are no guarantees. Leadership has nothing to do with titles. Similar to the point above, just because you have a C-level title doesn't automatically make you a leader. In all of my talks, I stress the fact that you don't need a title to lead. In fact, you can be a leader in a worship, your neighborhood, in your family, all without having a title. Leadership has nothing to do with personal attributes. Say the word leader, and most people think of a domineering, head-charged, charismatic individual. We often think of icons from history like General Patton or President Lincoln. But leadership isn't an adjective. We don't need extroverted, charismatic traits to practice leadership. And those with charisma don't automatically lead. Leadership isn't management. This is the big one. Leadership and management are not synonymous. You have 15 people in your downline and P&L responsibility. Good for you. Hopefully, you are a good manager. Good management is needed. Managers need to plan, measure, monitor, coordinate, solve, hire, fire, and so many other things. Typically, managers manage things. Leaders lead people. So again, what is leadership? Let's see how some of the most respected business thinkers of our time define leadership, and let's consider what's wrong with their definitions. Peter Drucker says the only definition of a leader is someone who has followers. Really? This instance of tautology is so simplistic as to be dangerous. A new army captain is put in the command of 200 soldiers. He never leaves his room or utters a word to men and women in his unit. Perhaps routine orders are given through a subordinate. By default, his troops have to follow orders. Is the captain really a leader? Commander, yes. Leader, no. Drucker is, of course, a brilliant thinker, a modern business, but his definition of leader is too simple. And Warren Bennis on says, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Every spring you have a vision for a garden, and with lots of work, carrots and tomatoes become a reality. Are you a leader? No, you are a gardener. Bennis' definition seems to have forgotten others. Bill Gates. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. This definition includes others and empowerment is a good thing. But to what end? I've seen many empowered others in my life, from rioting hooligans to workers who were so misaligned with the rest of the company, they found themselves unemployed. Gates' definition lacks the part or vision. John Maxwell and Will said, leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. I like minimalism, but this reduction is too much. A robber with a gun has influence over his victim. A manager has the power to fire team members, which provides a lot of influence. But does this influence make a robber or a manager a leader? Maxwell's definition omits the source of influence. So, what is leadership? The definition is leadership is a process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others toward the achievement of a goal. Now, this key element of this definition. Leadership stems from social influence, not authority or power. Leadership requires others and implies they don't need to be direct reports. No mention of personality traits, attributes, or even a title. There are many styles, many paths to effective leadership. It includes a goal, not influence with no intent outcome. Lastly, what makes this definition so different from many of the academic definitions out there is the conclusion of Maximus de Fort. I guess technically a leader could use social influence to just organize the effort of others, but I think leadership is about maximizing the effort. It's not hey everyone, let's line up and get to the top of the hill someday, but rather, hey, see the hill? Let's see how fast we can get to the top. And I'll buy the first round for anyone who can beat me up there. So, what do you think of my definition of leadership? Social influence, others, maximum effort towards a goal. Do those key elements work for you? Thank you.